Andra Stratton, president and co-founder of Lipodystrophy United, and Sharon Halperin, founder of Lipodystrophy United Israel. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Andra, what is lipodystrophy and what are the common syndromes?
Lipodystrophy is a rare disease that is known for abnormal fat distribution, but it's really more than fat distribution. It's really about a fat dysregulation. One way we talk about it is lipo being fat and dystrophy being wasting or irregular. And it's so that creates metabolic dysfunction in the body, which leads to significant challenges for people who live with the disease.
Andra, is it genetic? Is it acquired, or are you born with it?
It's actually both. So it's a very complicated disease. You can be born with it. There are multiple genetic forms. So you can have a parent, for some types, it's called what we call autosomal dominant. So if your parent carries the gene, you would have a 50-50 chance of inheriting the disorder. Or it could be recessive, which is a little more complicated to explain. But you would not necessarily have children with the disease, but you could have children with the disease. So you could be born with it, and in those types, it's progressive. So it worsens over time through somebody's lifetime. Or you can acquire it. And the acquired is quite tricky. We do know that it acts very much like other autoimmune diseases often, where your body is responding either to a virus or some sort of trauma and accidentally starts attacking fat cells. And so then the fat cells die, and then you have those same experiences that folks have with abnormal fat distribution and function.
Andra, when did you learn that you have it?
I was actually not diagnosed until I was 37 years old, but I do have one of those types where I was born with it. So I've gone many, many years with a lot of unsolved, undiagnosed health complications. And finally, at diagnosis when I was 37, everything kind of made sense.
Sharon, what did you suffer from until you have learned that you have lipodystrophy?
Since I was a young child, I had signs of lipodystrophy, but everyone or every doctor I saw thought I had Cushing's disease, then polycystic ovary syndrome, then diabetes, and all kinds of metabolic issues that didn't really fit the diagnosis until I found out I had lipodystrophy.
Yeah, and
Andra,
I add that Sharon's path is very common. Those are almost standard for women to have experience before receiving an accurate diagnosis. If you don't mind, I'll jump in that men wouldn't then be misdiagnosed with Cushing's or polycystic ovarian syndrome, but they may go a long time and then suddenly realize that they have significant problems with their triglycerides and cholesterol, and or have unexpected stroke or heart attack. And that often then leads to a deeper understanding that there's something going on.
Andra, you have worked to raise awareness to this disease. Why was it so important for you?
Well, initially when I was diagnosed, my first thought is, do my children have it? I had already had my kids by the time I was diagnosed. And so the question was, had I passed it to them? And I learned that fortunately I had not. But I met other folks through a Facebook page. And that's really typical for rare disease. We're all over the world and there's not that many of us. So we find each other on social media. And those individuals were really sick. And I learned that there was some research happening and there was some knowledge about lipodystrophy that just was not accessible to the patients. And that just felt very unjust to me. So I thought it was really important to create some sort of a structure to raise awareness and really help people understand what was happening to them.
Sharon, you wish to do here the same in Israel. Is there any awareness here to lipodystrophy?
Yeah, so when I was diagnosed, I literally found zero information about lipodystrophy, especially in Hebrew. I'm a researcher, so for the past 12 years, I've done research in cancer. And I was sure I'm going to find some info in Hebrew or in English in Israel, and I didn't find anything. So I searched online and I found Lipodystrophy United, got connected with them, and they became my family, basically. The whole community, Andra, everyone became my family. And I thought it's so much important to have this community, especially with this rare disease. And I decided I should have it here in Israel as well.
Thank you both.
Right, thank you.
Thank you.